With the Nashville real estate market on fire, should you maybe try to wait it out and rent, or should you try to move forward and buy? That's what I'm covering in today's video. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Caitlin Martin and I am a local Nashville real estate agent, and I specialize in helping savvy sellers who want to sell right and sell smart, as well as helping out-of-staters looking to relocate to the Middle Tennessee area. If this is your first time stopping by my channel, thank you so much. Please feel free to click subscribe down below so that you are notified anytime I release new video content. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about, should you try to ride out this crazy Nashville market, hoping that maybe it'll slow down, so maybe you should just rent for a while, or should you try to go ahead and buy? So we are going to be talking about what you should do. Now let me preface this, I'm going to give you all the numbers that I can, and I know that a lot of times you can say, well, of course a real estate agent's going to tell you to buy right now, like they're trying to make money. That's not the case. I'm literally trying to show you the numbers so that you can then make an informed decision for yourself and what's best for you and your family. So let's start taking a look at some numbers. So a recent article came out from a 2021 Zillow Report, and I know if you've seen any of my videos about Zillow and Zestimates, they're not the most accurate, and it's not what you should base your home value off of for a million and one reasons. But besides that, Zillow did come out with a report saying that rent in Nashville was up 18.9% over the rental rates from just a year prior. So we, as you guys know, have seen a massive influx of out-of-state buyers moving here. So not only has that driven up home prices, it's driven up rental prices as well. So you look at that number, and that's a lot. And so that's like one of the deterrents from renting. So if you had the ability to buy, even though purchasing in a seller's market right now is tough, there are some benefits, but let's continue to take a look at some numbers. So CoreLogic actually released their single family rent index, and that just shows us where rent continues to go year over year for single family homes. So that report actually showed us that the single family rental rate, it was the fastest year over year growth that we've seen in the past 6 years. So what does that actually mean? It means that the rental rates for a single family home were 3 times the amount that they were just a year prior. So again, rental rates do continue to rise, but what does that mean on a grander scale? So if you are somebody that is renting, each month, that rental payment is going into somebody else's pocket. That is going to be benefiting your landlord's pocket at the end of the day. Whereas if that money was going to a mortgage payment, then you're paying down your mortgage. And so ultimately, as your home continues to appreciate in value and your loan amount goes down, you're building equity in your home, which is ultimately starting to build your net worth. So as you can see, if you're looking at it from a financial, like a healthy financial standpoint, if you have the means and the ability, it's going to be better for you to go ahead and purchase. So then your money is just, I mean, no joke. I have had clients who in 1 year, their home in this wild market has appreciated almost $200,000. Now that's not everybody, that's not every neighborhood, but there are those cases. But other ones are seeing appreciation even within a few months of purchasing. They're seeing an appreciation of $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000. And again, it varies across the board, the neighborhoods, the type of property, what's happening in that specific area. But I have seen some clients seeing insane amounts of equity built already. So let's actually take a look at that a little bit more. So if you're saying, okay, well, but Caitlin, you talk about how inventory is low and demand is so high, I don't know how I can compete. So there are ways to be a really strong buyer in this market. And here's the thing, what we are seeing right now, and this is in January, February of 2022, this is actually a great opportunity for some of the buyers who maybe don't have tons and tons and tons of cash to cover potential appraisal gaps. So what we're seeing, even in certain areas in Franklin, we are seeing that while there's still great demand, the amount of buyers that are out right now are fewer because, again, it's like winter months. Really, the only buyers out there are going to be the more serious buyers. So whereas in the springtime, you start to have a lot of people come in, and we are anticipating with the spring, seeing a lot of those out-of-staters who are targeting the Middle Tennessee area. We're anticipating a push from them coming into the market starting in about mid-March, because they're wanting to go ahead and secure a home so that they can move here when their children's school years end. So all of that to say, if you are wanting to buy because you say, like, I don't want to do the rental thing, now is a really great time to get a home right before that big spring rush when you start to compete with even more buyers. So there's still a great demand. It's just the number of serious buyers is a little bit of a smaller pool right now, which means that there may not be as many offers going on a property, which increases your chances of being the winning one. So there's still opportunity. And here's the other thing to consider. Interest rates are starting to tick up. And so each percentage point that interest rates tick up, that is going to be an 11% decrease in the amount of home that you can purchase. So what you could have purchased a couple months ago when rates were lower would have been a bigger, more expensive home than as rates go up, the amount that your buying power goes down. So, but that's not to be a deterrent. Again, there's still the opportunity to get in. Yes, rates may be a little bit higher, but it's still better to try to get in now than wait, say, maybe a year from now. And here's the thing. People can say, well, I'll just rent and I'll wait it out and we'll do it when the market slows down. Here's the thing. The market is not anticipated to really slow down anytime soon. Local economists expect that maybe 2025 is when we could start to see a slow. And it's going to be interesting to see how market conditions play out this year with what we're seeing just in the economy. However, the reasons why people are moving here don't appear to be changing anytime in the near future. So we're going to continue to see a big draw of people moving to the area. In fact, the Tennessean actually came out with an article recently that said that apparently about 200,000 people are expected to move to Nashville in the next 5 years. So people from LA, New York, and Chicago, we are expected to see another flood of people coming in to the tune of 200,000, which if you break that down per day, that averages out to be about 109 people a day. So again, there are going to be economic factors that play into our market and what's happening and what is going to happen. However, we are still seeing this big demand coming in and we're still dealing with low inventory. So all of that to say, housing prices are going up, rental rates are going up. As purchasing a home that allows you the ability to basically kind of make your money work for you as you build equity in your home as it continues to appreciate, versus renting where that money's not really working for you. Now, here's the thing. I know that some people want to get here and rent for a short term and then purchase so that they can figure out where they want to live. I totally understand that and I get that strategy and it's very helpful. It's just I'm talking about like long-term rentals overall. So I just wanted to put that out there. But at the end of the day, it will be a better financial decision at the end of the day if we're looking at the big picture, the long picture, to try to purchase now versus renting for say a year or two and then trying to buy in, because homes are going to continue to appreciate, and what you could afford today versus what you could afford 2 years from now is going to be different. So ultimately, I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions about what's happening in our market, or you are thinking about purchasing, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. All of my contact information is below. I look forward to talking with you. Again, my name is Caitlin Martin. I'll see you next time.